Sup, bitches? Hey, Polly, how are you?
Oh, I'm here. I'm cool. Doing it.
You cool? You doing it?
Yeah.
What are we drinking tonight?
Currently an energy drink, but I got a bottle of bourbon here, and I got a big old fucking thing of iced coffee, which I'll probably be subsequently adding to. So yeah.
I'm drinking a rosé because I'm a basic white bitch. Duh. It is a crisp and fruity rosé from Clarksburg, California. It is, does not say the vintage on here, but it's called Darjeeling Jones. I think that's how you pronounce it. Apparently, I'm dressed like a harlot showing off my shoulders. No, it's just hot in the house. Excuse me, you bitch. And I would like to show off the gun show as it stands right now.
Fuck yeah.
It's not that impressive, I will say. But it will be, rest assured. I've been going to the gym, Polly. I'm going to get healthy. I'm trying to work on that. Make it more of a thing in my lifetime. You know how it'd be. All right, let's try out this bad boy here. Oh, that's how you know it's a good time. You can hear the of the wine as you pour. No.
It's a lovely sound.
Did you? Okay. I was wondering, like, if you agreed with me or not, if I just made a fool out of myself. Which I probably did, didn't
I? Sure. I'm just reading a story and trying to understand it. It's bad.
Say again.
I'm reading this story and I'm like, what? What are you saying? What?
You're reading a story and you're trying to discern what it is that I'm saying, or you're trying to discern what the story is saying that?
What the story's saying.
Okay. Well, shall we read it together, or is it one of those, no, I won't share it with you, Weebo type of things?
Okay, well, it's full of nudity.
Shocker.
All the best stories are. Okay, here, let's take a look. Hold on, wait a minute. That's not the button. That's not the button. Share. Screen. Share.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it flash. Okay, there, it's done flashing. Okay.
Okay.
Now, hold on. Let me embiggenate.
Okay.
North Carolina Honda dealership apologizes for derogatory term for black customer. Oh, God, what'd you call her? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Lumberton, North Carolina. A North Carolina car dealership has apologized for a derogatory... Yeah, okay, right. Social media page to identify a black woman, black, capital B, black woman who bought a car from the business. The News and Observer in Raleigh reports Lumberton Honda posted a picture Thursday on its Facebook page of Trinity Bethune standing in front of a car outside of the dealership and a comment congratulating her for buying the car. Here it is. Congratulations to Bon Keisha, I'm assuming, on her 2016 Toyota Camry. And then the person in the photograph, Trinity Bethune, responds, I'm not sure if this is a quote unquote joke or something, but my name is definitely Trinity Bethune. I'm very offended by this post. It's almost a racial slur. If I'm not addressed by my name, then please don't address me at all. Okay, what? I don't understand. What the fuck is a Bon Keisha?
I don't know. How is it spelled? B-O-N or B-A-N?
B-O-N.
And then Keisha like quiche?
Yes. The new word, Q-U-I-S-H-A. Bon Keisha? I'm not sure what the fuck. It's a proper noun because they put it in both capitals.
Oh, okay. So apparently Bon Keisha is a loquacious white boy that acts like a black woman as a joke.
Are you reading that on Urban Dictionary?
Yes, I am. Because, of course, where else are you going to get your basic slurs from? Like the definitions for basic slurs.
Yeah.
A stereotype for ghetto or a Laquisha?
I've
Bonquisha?
heard Lakeisha and Laquisha, but like Bonquisha, that's new to me.
A Bonquisha or Keisha is a member of the Shinque family, sister of Kishla, queen of awkward, most quick-ass chica you will ever, spelled EVA, meet. A term used to describe something beautiful. Don't know what's going on. Oh, here's another one. Bonquisha, the goddess of anal orgasm.
Oh.
No
okay,
one
then.
is safe. Not you, sweet paraplegic mom. You drop out 3-time pregnant sister named Emma. You limp dick. God damn it. Your limp dick husband named Steven, or even 8-month-old son named Timmy. Poor Timmy. I don't know what's going on.
Well, and you know when somebody's like on the interneting,
Yeah.
like I want this to. Tyrone Jacob says, "This is not how I plan to congratulate my little sister on her first car purchase. This is completely intentional, disgusting, unfair, and many other adjectives I could use to describe this situation. Rather than responding like a, quote, Bon Keisha, I'm responding like a Karen. This was not a mistake, with the exception of the letter N. Her name is spelled using the first row of the keyboard." I've looked down at the first row of the keyboard. I don't understand what the fuck he's talking about. "Typing Bon Keisha requires effort and intent. I am outraged that she was publicly humiliated without a public/private apology. I'm waiting to hear back from a couple of my colleagues in the legal space. Please tell me if this is something my family should explore. She's not well at the moment. If you know her, please send love her way."
Love and or here's a link to her Cash App.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
Please set up a GoFundMe. Please, I want this story to go like CNN, MSNBC. Please pick up this story and talk about it over and over again as a national news story because somebody's fifis were hurt. I don't, Bon Keisha, like we're having to even look up what the fuck is being said. And you respond to, rather than responding like a Bon Keisha, rather than responding by using the racist term you use, I'm going to respond using a racist term back towards you. Now apologize to me. Shut up, Tyrone.
Pauline does not mince words, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, no, his name is Tyrone. Look, Tyrone Jacob. What?
No, I know, but like you're going all severe on these people.
Well, okay, so you've watched AP's late night show, Don Paul's show, right?
Yes.
How much of his show has been made up of, and I'm not criticizing, it's just it's a common thing and it's worth laughing at, of people that as soon as something happens, whoosh, they pull out their fucking phone to start recording, video recording, as if they just pulled out a gun in terms of level of effectiveness. They're saying, "You're going viral. Wait till I put this on social media." And fuck, can we come up with some kind of extension to the law that a justification for slapping a fucking phone out of someone's hand is like not assault? Because it's like you're recording me with, let's just say, assuming that it's a one-party consent state, that you can roughly stop them from recording you. Sorry, it's a two-party consent.
Tyrone.
Well, it's that same kind of thing. The internet is my personal weapon. I'm aware that there's a whole bunch of people out there who have absolutely no life but want to occupy the same spot on Moral Mountain that I do. Come join me up here. The weather's fine. We can judge everyone. It's, so like and reshare and send money. And oh my God, I'm totally going to go fucking huge off of this. I'm publishing it on Facebook, saying it to all my friends. Hashtag Black Lives Matter.
I don't know if it's just singularly a racial issue that we have with people filming other people trying to catch
I don't think it is. No.
It's
People with masks, like on AP show, a lot of the people who are pulling out their phones are over people not wearing their mask or wearing their mask incorrectly inside of like a hardware store, whatever the fuck. No, it's not purely racial, even a little. It's motherfuckers that consider the internet to be their personal weapon, so they can, whoosh, I'm recording you, you're fucked. Good luck keeping your job, motherfucker. And they actually say shit like that. Oh, fuck, better start looking for a new job. Like, oh, man, fuck you.
Yeah, let's not, mince what it is that we truly mean or our intentions in this regard when it is that we are trying to catch you in the act. Like,
I just pulled up chat. I just said Pats at the very top. People are titty babies nowadays.
why can't we just go back to
babies.
dueling people in public over
Yeah,
honor
whatever happened.
disputes? Whatever
Yeah.
happened to that?
Well, they say I don't want the immediate duel. I want the duel down the road where it's like, how far am I really willing to push this? Because at the end, if I keep pushing it, me and this guy are going to be standing at 10 paces with pistols, and I don't want to do that. Like, white boys are crazy. They can shoot. Like,
Can we go back to that? White boys be crazy. Bitches be crazy.
That's someone trying to get a discount on the car. Alpha Omega. Not a bad suggestion, actually. Yeah, you want a free undercoat and free oil changes for the next year, etc. Yeah. Attempted blackmail, etc.
Free oil changes for the next year. How often are you getting your oil changed that you need to have free oil changes for the next year, Polly?
Well, that's a fair point. I don't know.
Oil changes are.
Do you actually change the oil in your car? I assume everything's fine and just keep going.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, by the way. That's a joke. That's a joke.
I tried to change the oil like a couple of weeks ago, actually. And I had everything set up and I was on the lift, like the little ramp thingies, and I was crawling under the car and I had like a piece of cardboard so that I could swing back and forth when I needed to. And I have the wrench on the nut and I'm trying to freaking loosen it so that I can start draining the tank. And it just won't fucking come off. And so I grab something to elongate the wrench arm. And I put it on there. And I'm trying to, again, torque this thing off of the car, out of the tank. And it's just not budging. And eventually it gets to the point where I am stripping this nut, trying to get it out of the tank. So I finally give up 2 hours after that, after I started it. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I took it to Jiffy Lube instead. And it cost me. Here's the other thing, too. I had all of the things that I was going to replace anyway. Right there. I bought them. And then I called Jiffy Lube and I was like, hey, so if I brought my own oil, air filter, and oil filter in, would you charge me like the same rate as a normal customer? They're like, yeah, you still get charged the normal rate. Doesn't matter if you bring in the materials yourself. You're still getting charged the normal rate. And I'm just like, that's fucking bullshit. So I ended up having to take it back to Walmart. And that was a nice $40 charge. But the entire Jiffy Lube trip took about 30 minutes and 120 out of my account because it wasn't just the air filter and the oil filter. It was also like the actual air filter of the car and then a few other items. Like they do a full diagnostic when you go there to see if they can make more money off of you. Like, oh, we recommend that you also get new tires, which we do here. Or we also recommend that you get your spark plugs changed out, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, I have two mechanics I can go to that would charge me a lot less than Jiffy Lube would to do the exact same job. I'm like, I only took it to Jiffy Lube because I wasn't going to be able to get an appointment in at the other mechanics in enough time before it was that I would have to use the car again for a big trip. So yeah, fuck Jiffy Lube. But they probably, the last time a boyfriendo got the oil changed on that car, because it's his car, well, now our car, because we pay for it jointly, but the last time he probably took it to get the oil changed, they probably over-torqued the fuck out of that bolt in the tank, which is why I couldn't get it off. And they probably did it again so that next time when I want to change the oil, I won't be able to do it myself. I have to get in somewhere.
Huh.
Oh, no, I didn't take all the recommendations, Gulf City Johnny Blaze. It was just the oil, the air filter, the car air filter, not just like the regular old air filter, but like the internal air filter because it was disgusting. And the oil itself. And then that was it. We do all the rest of the maintenance pretty much ourselves, or with people that we actually trust to be mechanics. Like my dad, he went to college with a guy who's his usual mechanic now. That's usually where I would take cars for any sort of damage. Or Anthony has his own guy that he goes to. Yes, the cabin air filter. They changed that as well.
Yeah, that's how you bust yourself if you've been smoking. That cabin air filter gets jammed up with the cigarette smoke and whatnot, and
it wasn't nasty
the cigar
smoke
and other burning plant material smoke.
There was a whole bunch of plant material in there,
sure.
And disgusting bugs and whatnot. Because I don't think it's ever been changed, and it's like a 2014 car.
Yeah, everyone forgets about the cabin air filter.
Mm-hmm. No. I didn't even know that there was a difference. I thought the air filter was just the air filter for the whole damn thing.
Said the woman.
I know a thing or two about cars, but I don't know everything about them. And I can assure you that there are people out there with penises that didn't know that there was a difference between the regular air filter and the cabin filter.
You leave my penis out of this.
I wasn't bringing your penis into this. I'm just saying there are penises out there that don't know what I didn't know either.
I am not certain there are penises that possess knowledge of any sort.
You know what I mean?
We have fun here. Okay, so I have a bunch of holdover stories from the AAA, so we're going to be talking about these because fun.
You brought content. Great.
Yeah, I know. I brought fucking content. You want?
Oh, yes.
Come on, where's the share button? There it is.
Yeah,
okay, watch. Okay, so share 1, share 2, share 3, share 4, share 5. It's only 5 clicks away. Then we wait for Weebo to click. Oh, StreamYard, you're so straightforward.
Oh, would you like to design an apparatus for streaming that is so much easier there, Polydub?
Well, I didn't say. Well, hold on. You be the coder.
I know.
So I mean, like I'm saying, I'm an idea guy. Let's get on it, huh?
Oh my god! Do you know how easy it is to be the idea guy compared to the person who has to manifest those ideas?
Yeah, that's all fine and dandy when you're sitting there without any ideas. All right, Amarillo, Texas. You know, people get up on Florida man, etc., and rightly so. I hear you. I do. But I want to do like Texas. I want like Texas to be the thing, because Texas is Texas. There's so many fun things going on there. Okay, Amarillo, Texas. Multiple people were shot at an after-hours club Saturday morning. Okay, so around 3:46 a.m., they found the area where multiple rounds were fired. 6 people went to local hospitals with gunshot wounds from the incident. None of the injuries were life-threatening. APD says businesses that choose to operate in such a way that jeopardizes the safety of patrons are also part of the problem and will be held accountable. Namely, you can't have a fucking club open at 3:46 in the a.m. Like, I know we're Texas and all, but goddamn, yo. And we also, I don't know if that's
not advisable.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the limit of them breaking the law. I'm not even aware if in the county that Amarillo, Texas is in, that's illegal. I don't know if they were actually serving alcohol. Probably were. I don't know if they were way the fuck over the occupancy limit. I'm not exactly sure what way they're jeopardizing the safety of their patrons, APD, but they said this. And then Chief Martin Birkenfield said the thing that police people always say at this time: these things are not okay in our community, and we're going to stand up for the lives of our citizens in such a way that we're going to immediately look into this matter with a full amount of alacrity and bring the people to justice who are responsible for these senseless crimes, because this is not the kind of thing that we accept in this community. Or words to that effect. I don't even know what the fuck he said, but I'm betting it's not really far off from the blabber I just threw out. So the whole reason I brought this story up is like, yo, really? ABC News? That's your graphic, really? Look at that.
It's just a bunch of bullets scattered around with the word shooting in front of it.
I mean, that is
why did you even have budget is in danger, Red Robin.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that graphic sucks, yo. I mean, that's really bad.
Not even realistic bullets.
That's sub Getty Images level. I mean, look at the reflection in the glass of the round. Like, why is the reflection of the back of the bullet more visible? I mean, we could just go on and on. Like, this is just terrible. Why did you even use it?
The reflection isn't even completely accurate. I mean,
no, it wouldn't.
It doesn't
be.
match.
It's perfectly symmetrical. That's not the way that.
Well, no, that's not even
work.
what I'm talking about. Color wise,
yeah,
that's
I know.
way off. What's going on here? Who are we paying to deliver subpar graphics, people?
What's up with the bullets? Like, this is like, next 6 minutes, his involved graphic that he did. Like, see, like, amateur people do better than the so-called professionals. It's like when COVID happened and you had all the news entertainers and late night comedians and shit from their home. Now, these are all people that are millionaires, or at the very least 6-figured salary people, okay, who have a huge production budget. You understand what I'm saying? And you got Stephen Colbert live from his home with the greasiest ass lensed, out of focus, shitty camera angled straight the fuck up his nose. This guy's a multi-fucking millionaire in his fucking mansion with a multi-million-dollar budget. And you can get some guy to come over to your house and set up okay, you're using your phone to do it. All right. You couldn't have bought a $8 tripod for your phone so it doesn't look like that. You couldn't have adjusted your camera settings so it didn't look like that. You couldn't have bought a burner phone at 7-Eleven that had a better camera than whatever the fuck that potato is you're using. But no, they couldn't. Take a look at like Irate Alex. Take a look at you, Weebo. Your production budget was better than what news entertainers presented for the majority of COVID. That bad. Your audio quality is better. Your video quality is better.
Yeah. Well, I also have a couple years of experience under my belt in producing online content and streaming and stuff.
So what about them though? I mean, you're saying they're incredibly incompetent at their jobs that they've been working at longer than you've been working at yours?
Well, so, okay, when you are, as someone who has produced content for YouTube, it did take a little bit of time for me to actually get acclimated to the things that went into doing that. So that's what to expect when you're putting content onto YouTube live versus producing it not so live. I mean, are we talking about them sending out their video and audio to a third party that then produces it and puts it online? Or are we talking about them literally just going live on YouTube instantaneously?
Their signal from their house is them being directed to their studio whereby their producers have it. So like that, as opposed to the incoming signal being from the camera down on their studio floor, the incoming signals from an external source.
Who usually mans the camera or mans the microphone or does the audio testing and fine tunes all of that before it is that they go live? They're just a pretty face in front of the camera. You have to keep in mind. It's not like they're actually behind the camera doing any of the production work that goes into producing the content.
I hear you, but that's what I said. You've got a multi-million-dollar production budget. So they've got all their makeup on. Your hair is done fine. They made sure that their hair and makeup person came over to make sure that they're plenty pretty. You didn't get someone from the production crew to come over and do that. And I mean, it's not even a matter of you didn't get. Your show producer, the floor producer of your show, didn't. They say, okay, Mr. Stephen Colbert, you are paid millions of dollars a year to be a really, really tragically unfunny man that has sold himself out for the sake of making fun of Trump, and you get paid millions of dollars for it. So like, turn your fucking camera phone on and point it at your face. Like, if that's the best your producer managed for you, fucking fire him.
Maybe it's, and this is me trying to be attempting to be charitable to the people. Not that I actually think that this is the case, but perhaps they're trying to project this impression of, well, we're all in this together. We're all affected like this. This is how life is for everyone, not just.
You think it's deliberate?
It might be. It might be.
I don't know. When you have Zoom calls that are done and then recorded, because people just like to record Zoom calls for the New York Magazine executive team. You see the people that care, or editorial team. You see the people that actually give a fuck, and then the people that don't. Some people have bought a tripod to affix their phone into those $8 tripods. And they come in a whole number of ones. The ones that are like the spider legs, they got 3 or 4 legs that are flexible on them. Some people have like a stiff leg tripod, like the actual camera thing, and there's all sorts of different ways to do it. And then you see the other people that are coming into Zoom calls, and the camera, they're clearly holding it while they're walking around the street or whatever, and it's like, really, you Zoom called into a meeting as part of an editorial team while you're shopping for chips and chicken?
It's supper time. Maybe this is going to be the less beneficial interpretation of editorial behavior on the part of the production of big news conglomerates.
On the part of big news.
Maybe it's oversight. Like they didn't think to include in the work from home package a personal person that goes over to the individual's house to set all of this shit up for the people, because they're just like, oh, you know what? Everyone knows how to use a webcam. Everyone knows how to plug in headphones. Sure. And that's all they need, right? That's all they need. When in fact, no. Because they've never had to do this before, they don't know that there's a little bit more that goes into this intricately. Like, no one ever thought to think, what would it take for us to produce this big news from home with these other people? And so they think, because they've never had to test it out, oh yeah, just basic ass Apple headphones and your attached webcam will work wonders, when in fact that is not the case. And you don't need extra Wi-Fi to produce from home, because no one ever thought that was going to be a big thing. Like, I learned very quickly that the average person doesn't know a whole lot about audio and video interactions and equipment with computers and how they process that information and how it gets streamed over the internet to other locations. I learned very quickly that is not something that is common knowledge on any level. Toddler, teen, adult, elderly person. It is a very rare person that knows a whole lot of anything about AV and the intricacies that involve it. Not a lot of people know that sometimes you're going to have to switch the source for your audio. And not a lot of people know that there's a difference between input and output when it comes to sources for audio either. So every once in a while, you're going to have your computer defaulting to your headphones when in fact it should be the microphone attachment that you have. Or maybe it defaults to the default, like just output of your speakers rather than the headphones that you have plugged in. Like, not a lot of people know that is a thing that you need to look out for. And so they miss that a lot. And it could be very simple things like that, or it could be just the fact that they don't know the difference between 1080p, 420p? No. I've never had anything
480.
480, thank you. 480 or 4K. They don't know the difference actually in that kind of a quality. It's ignorance on their part. That's what I think it is.
It's just ignorance.
And then there are people that don't know that people don't know that they have that kind of level of ignorance about things. Like, take any person who knows anything about anything. Okay, that doesn't sound helpful. Your average IT person. They know what they know. They don't know what other people don't know. But they assume that everyone has a level of understanding at least above what the very basic ass bitch average user does have. Like, okay, here's an example.
Oh, Weebo, come on, traveling. Let's bring it to an end. Come on, let's go.
Fuck you. Not everyone knows, for instance, Polly.
You know the producer side of like traveling, like where they're off to the behind the camera, because we're talking about your floor producer, right? And then they start going, all right, wrap it up. Yeah,
fuck you. I will speak until I have nothing left to say.
Oh,
and if I'm boring the people, so be it.
Okay, all right.
This is important.
Okay.
Let me impart my wisdom as someone who has worked with idiots before. Not everyone knows that there is a difference between restarting and shutting down and then turning it back on again. It's a big difference, mind you, but not everyone realizes that. So when they think they're restarting, they're actually pushing the shutdown button and then pushing the shutdown button again to turn it back on. And that is not helpful. That's actually worse for your system than not. But when you ask them, when did you last restart your computer? They're going to interpret that question as, oh, me shutting it down and turning it back on again using the manual button. And they're going to say, oh, I did it last night, 2 nights ago, whatever. But you actually mean, did you restart it? As in, go to the Windows Start menu, go to the shutdown menu, press the restart button, let it restart. Assumptions make an ass out of you and me, Polly. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
All right.
I wrapped it up now.
All right. Okay, so we'll do a little palate cleanser before we move on from the bad graphics about multiple people being shot. Okay, so it's sort of a test question. Which is the more hilarious squirrel feeder? Is the question at hand. Is it this one? Which is pretty fucking good. Right? Okay, that's a fucking winner. But hold on. There's the other one. It's hiding from me, goddammit. Where are you?
Is that a dried pumpkin or is that like one of those styrofoamy type pumpkins that are fake?
I think it's one of those real pumpkins that's just real small. Have you ever seen them?
Well, yes. Yeah. But also, it's a pretty perfect pumpkin.
It is.
And
or is this one funnier?
I like this one better.
I want to go with the pumpkin because the jack-o'-lantern squirrel is pretty fucking funny. But I think this one is the winner. I do.
I like that one a lot more. I kind of want it, except my landlord doesn't like the rodents, so he distributes rodent killer pretty liberally around the premises. Kind of sad.
That's sad. That's like I'd hate to think that there's like poison seeds up in.
No, not poison
the giant
seeds.
Squirrel head and
He's just got these
the pumpkin
packets of poison that he just kind of yeets into the lawn or hides them in plain sight, essentially, for the rodents. And then they eat them, and then they die because they're poisoned. Oh, by the way, I have a donation from the next 6 minutes from much earlier in the day.
Oh.
About 10 hours ago. He donated to me to say, coffee fund money? Oh, I gotcha, fam. Here you go. Brew up, homie. Let the magical beans give some of that teeth kicking right back to those odds. Kick that ass, weebs. Sub to weebs because awesome. And see the fruits of the magic bean teeth kung fu kicking. Beans teeth kung fu kicking. I feel like I had a stroke. But I gathered the sentiments, and I thank you for them. So thank you, Sixie. I'm sorry that you're not here for me to read that too. And I would check your Streamlabs too. You might have one.
Probably.
And
I mean, just the tee.
Oh.
he's
a chipmunk, not a squirrel.
Well, no, it's a squirrel. You can see the tail.
No, that's a chipmunk.
No, it's a squirrel.
No, it's a chipmunk.
No, it's a squirrel.
No, it's a chipmunk. You want to know how I know?
Shoot.
Belly.
Oh, the belly.
Yeah. Let me show you a graphic.
Furious typing ensues.
Let me show you a graphic.
All right.
Uh-huh. 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 How do I do this? I forgot. No. Huh. No. Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
So not quite exactly the belly, but you can kind of see that a chipmunk has a little bit of like some lineage going on here.
Yeah, the lines definitely. Do you mean like the lines in the fur or the shape of the body?
The lines in the fur, but also the shape of the body, especially while they're eating nuts. They tend to feel their cheeks a lot more than the squirrels do. But notice the lineage right here.
Yeah, but you can't see the lineage on this guy.
And right here. You can, though.
No, you can't, though.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
On the arms. You can see very faint traces of it. Very faint traces of it.
Well, why didn't he try and get inside the shell? Has this...
Because they're dumb.
They're not dumb.
They're dumb.
Mammals are smart.
No.
Okay, so we move on from the squirrels to strange things posted in on church signage. Hang out with Jesus. He hung out for you.
Ah!
Come on. I was like, all right, okay. Yeah. Okay, so there's that one. Let's see what else we got. Honk if you love peace and quiet. Okay. It's just confusion at this church. It's just... So here we go. Do you know what hell is? Come hear our preacher.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's just a big,
Are you
huge
trying
L
to
for you,
sell
man.
me on your Baptist church first free will? Because that's not selling me.
Yeah, that's just a fail. You just take this L and hold on to it. This is yours. Hipster Jesus loved you before it was cool.
Before you were cool.
Before you were cool. Yes.
Ew.
Yes.
I don't want hipster Jesus working in my life.
No?
Keep your hipster Jesus. I'll take hippie Jesus for 500, Alex.
The hippie over the hipster? Yeah, I would too.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would too. I mean, like, hippies are annoying, but hipsters more so. I think.
you can distract a hippie pretty easily with a bit of weed, and it's fine.
That's true. That's true.
Smoke. I'm looking at your wallpaper there, Paul.
Oh, yeah. That's
is that from a movie?
It is. It's from 1995's Wyatt Earp, starring Kevin Costner. That is, in fact, Kevin Costner in silhouette there.
I can't.
It just strike. I always use fairly dark images for my wallpaper because I don't want to drop back to my wallpaper and have the screen be like, "Oh God, that's so bright." So I use like dark blues and lots of shadow stuff just to keep the image dark. And I'm a big fan of westerns, and that just looks awesome. Like, I mean, what an iconic western image. He's got his cigar, his hat, and he's pushing the barn door open with his revolver. I mean, fuck yeah, because he's getting ready to blast on some fools.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore. Hey, look. Best Dark Knight Rises poster ever.
Wait, that's an actual poster?
I'm choosing to believe it was, yes.
Some targeted marketing right there.
What was Catwoman's name?
Selena Kyle?
No. Well, yes. But what was the actress's name who played her in the film? Although they never named her as Catwoman. This is definitely her butt.
Oh gosh. She was from Anne Hathaway.
Yes. Anne Hathaway.
I don't like Anne Hathaway's face.
You don't like her face?
There's just something about it that I don't like it. Let me just bring up a picture to give an example of what I mean.
Sure.
Here. There's something ingenuine about her smile, something frigid about her face.
Damn you, Anne Hathaway, and your frigid face.
She kind of reminds me of my mother a little bit too, in the way that she's got like this big, huge, toothy grin. And that always freaked me out as a kid. My mother smiling at me. Which is
really?
Yeah. Like, this doesn't look like a happy smile. This looks like I'm gonna eat you smile.
Well, yeah, it's okay. I understand the point you're making, but isn't it also the case that it's like the model / actress smile, where it's, you know?
Yeah, but the purpose behind doing that is to prevent lines and wrinkles.
Right.
She has an abundance of smile lines, though, and that doesn't bother me so much as, like, there's something about her face that's just off-putting to me. It's not just her smile, but it's part of it. If I were to give just a one reason. See, she looks kind of normal here, actually.
Well, now let's take out this picture of Anne Hathaway.
Her hair doesn't match her face in here.
Oh, yeah, she does have hair in her face.
No, her hair does not match her face. Okay, you know what?
What?
That's not helping my purpose.
Oh.
We're not looking at her tits. We're looking at her face.
Yeah.
See, this is a nice picture of her. But not every, like, image that I see of Anne Hathaway, I like of her. Okay, I like this image of her, even though it's kind of toothy. I don't know. She's got
her eyes look remarkably wall-eyed and spread apart in that picture where she's holding up her little Oscar there.
Yeah, I think it's the bangs. I like the bangs because they offset her forehead. But
she does have the very swan-like neck in that picture, which is very attractive. That's nice.
She got a derpy looking face.
She derpy looking.
She got derpy looking face here. She got large features on a tiny head. That's it. That's what it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so she has a very tiny head, but she's got very large features, and it's just freaking me out. Do you see that?
Yeah. Now that you mention it, her face is rather large on her head. Yeah.
I've been batting my head against the wall for years trying to figure out why I didn't like Anne Hathaway's face. And I literally just stumbled across it. Thank you, Polly. Anyway, but is it the dead look in her eyes, asks Brad Young. You know, that might also contribute to it, but I think we hit the nail on the head with her face is too large for her head issue.
You know, I would just click through my meme folder, but there's like the occasional spiciness and nudity. So,
today?
Yeah. You know,
you don't need to do that. It's fine. I won't hold it against you.
Bongo Cat. I love Bongo Cat, man. That was just fucking classic. Look at him go.
Now, can you actually put music to the Bongo Cat? Do you think?
It'd be really fast paced. But
I really like you to find a song that, you know.
Like, I got stuff in my meme folder I don't even understand. Like, what? Just, why do
Can
I
you
have
zoom in
this?
so I see it more appropriately? It's got titties. I'm a 12-year-old boy.
Like, there's all sorts of shit in here that's just like, wow. Look at this little girl. She's just like, okay, this is not right.
I would look in such a situation. What's going on here?
Oh yeah, here's some nightmare fuel for you.
Oh, Brad Young says large features on a tiny frame. You're going there? Yes, I am. Because even though I am a tiny woman with rather large features, it's not like I enjoy it. So that doesn't make me a hypocrite, all right? I am trying to work on the large features. Some people are partial to them, I understand, but it's very different. With facial features, it is very different than with other aspects. But disproportionateness in any form can be disjarring. Anyway, like I suffer with some level of dysmorphia in that regard on myself. Anyway, so again, not a hypocrite. But also, why would anyone put ketchup on a banana?
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of problems with this picture. You know what picture there's no problems with though? This one.
That's what I thought. That has to be.
Of course it is. No, this it has to be. No kidding. This.
I mean, it looks real enough at first glance, but that camera does not fit.
This is when
The resolution of that
John
that
Rambo in Rambo has a 50 caliber machine gun and he's letting off. Somebody's put a camera and a butterfly in it. This is just great though. I mean, come on. You know what's not great though? AOC bird.
Those aren't her teeth, are they? They're donkey teeth. Oh, I get it.
I mean, it's bad enough. I mean,
I got you. I understand. Know. Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
I mean, that's not okay.
What kind of
it's just wrong.
That's mean. Come on, people.
So
Rambo is the most manly man of the 80s.
There he is. Fat otter.
Chunky otter. It looks kind of like a cat just sitting there.
Yeah.
An overfed cat, like a Garfield.
Yeah, until you look at his face and realize, yeah, easily can think it's a cat. Why have you done this? Just pulling up random things from a meme folder for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we can go back to the AAA.
You said you had some backlog of content to go through.
Yeah.
Flaming Hot Cheerios. You know, I could get behind this.
Could you pour some milk over that and just dig?
No. I just eat them out of the box as
Actually,
is.
Yeah, that's doable. Just
like
right
not
out the
with
box,
milk.
Sure.
Why would I put milk in Flaming Hot? No. Fuck that.
Oh, hey, another classic.
That would defeat the purpose. Okay, the only thing that would make this better is if the nuns had Chuck Norris's face photoshopped onto their faces. Then they would truly be nunchucks.
Yeah. Well, we can go back to the mindless crap that I've allowed to build up in my meme folder later, if anyone's interested. I
always enjoy your mindless crap in the meme folder.
Yeah. Here we go. Again, Texas. Armed person stole ambulance with patient inside.
Now, why would they do that?
Houston. No, just check out the story, okay? Texas don't fuck around. Ready?
Okay.
An armed suspect stole an ambulance early Friday while a patient and a firefighter were inside, Houston police said. The suspect is accused of running the ambulance off the road. The department said in a series of tweets, then a firefighter behind the wheel was forced out of the ambulance at gunpoint and left on the side of the road. A patient and another firefighter were in the back of the vehicle, and this guy takes off in the ambulance. Okay. fucking gangster. Like, let me see if I get this right. You, in your own vehicle, forced an ambulance off the road. You get out of your car, you run up to the ambulance, stick a gun in the firefighter's face who's driving and say, get the fuck out, jump in the ambulance and drive off with another firefighter and a patient in the back.
Makes us wonder which franchise of action movie this man is trying to audition for. Because that sounds like all of them. Not gonna lie. That sounds like a scene out of an action movie.
It does.
Okay, so who was in the ambulance? Who was he trying to kidnap so that he can actually interrogate them to find the location of the thing that he's trying to find before the hostages who kidnapped his wife kill her so that he can return the item to them and save his wife. But first, he's got to actually take out all the bad guys, kill them, and then save the day and prevent the end of the world and or the outbreak of total world war as a result. That's how that action movie goes. One man desperate to save his wife will have to choose between starting the apocalypse.
Is that your take?
And kicking all of
I don't think that's it. I think it's okay, I hear you. That could work, but I also see it as
what's your synopsis then?
Okay, the protagonist, Action Man, is being chased down by henchmen. Who are the henchmen? Doesn't matter. Who's Action Man? Well, he's Action Man.
He's Action Man.
Yeah, he's Action Man protagonist. And there's the squad of evil henchmen that are trying to kill him. So he's moving from vehicle to vehicle. And the vehicle he was in, they shot the tire out. So he's like, oh, fuck it, I'm taking the fucking ambulance because, he's got the information that he's got to get to the president or something. He's Jack Bauer.
He's got to either get information to the president or save the president from the terrorists.
Yeah, basically, I'm imagining an episode of 24 where Jack Bauer's doing what he's got to do. It's like, you just stuck a gun in the face of an innocent firefighter, Jack. Hey, look, I gotta do what I gotta do, and I'm the best at what I do.
Jack, you just slammed a firefighter's head into the dashboard of the ambulance and then yeeted him onto the freeway. Yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do, man.
Yeah. You could arrest me later.
Ooh, Jack, you just beat a firefighter savagely on the side of the highway and left him for dead while you stole his vehicle and blew up your other one behind you in your wake so as to not be traceable. Yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do, man.
Yeah, exactly. This is Jack Bauer live from Houston. Okay, in case anyone was confused, Iggy Azalea's butt not real. Just putting that out there.
Maybe she's sucking it in.
That is some strong glute control, man. Holy shit, yeah.
Wait, so is that one on the left the before and the one on the right the after?
No, it's the other way around. She has
so she is sucking it in.
Yeah, she just started very localized exercises. This is the before, this is the after. No, this is the before, this is the after, Weebo. Fuck it. Yeah, that.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
Sure.
SS Serpent 21 asks, how do you suck in butt? Well,
yeah, how do you suck in butt?
You have to
tell us.
I'm not going to demo it for anybody if that's what you're wondering about. Okay, there's not. No. Wait until my non-existent OnlyFans comes out, boys and girls. Just kidding. It's never coming out. You're never getting that. Ha! Okay, so the way that you suck in butt is you contort your spine in such a way is that it doesn't do the S curve anymore. In actuality, it does the reverse S curve so that it kind of curves inwards. So you have concave butt instead of convex butt.
Sure. That sounds pelvically painful.
Yes. In fact, it involves the dislocation of your last several vertebrae.
Oh, damn. She's willing to go that far, huh?
Yeah.
That's commitment.
Yeah. It's kind of like when, was it Marilyn Manson had the last two ribs of his rib cage removed so he could suck his own dick? Some people really emphasize
Huh.
the bodily contortions.
For
That's a hell of a
for
plunge.
for their
this morning.
various reasons. Yes.
Yes, some people just don't want ass, and that's okay. We can abide.
Well, okay. And for others that were confused, Ariana Grande's tan not real.
Well, we already knew that. Everyone
Yeah.
knew that. I knew that. That was obvious because we all saw her in Victorious. It wasn't like she was a nobody on Victorious. She was probably one of the best
I don't
characters
even.
of the show.
What the hell's Victoria?
Oh, it's a it's a Nickelodeon TV show. And that's actually where Ariana Grande got her like official start. Her musical career kicked off after that. Well,
I knew
actually,
she
it was
like
after
a Disney kid or whatever. But
it was after Sam and Cat. She actually looks younger in the after picture. That's kind of freaky.
She does.
But she also got a nose job, and then she's actually Italian, believe it or not.
No, yeah, that I knew, but it's like I'm gonna go for the whole Latina thing. Oh my god, it's gonna be great. Let's just and she you can just clearly just went hold on here further and further. Oh no, that's the chicken titties. Where is it? This one? Yeah. Like she's just going further and further into the Latina look because she's just getting like darker and darker and longer and longer fingernails and like where's the air rings that be jangling, girl? Like it's.
Now I have a question. Do you think it's like spray on tan or is it artificial?
I think it's a combination thereof. I think I think that she is doing
because it looks pretty flawless from where I'm
standing
here.
Yeah, I think it's a spray on tan and a UV tan and what's it called? UFA tan, where it's like a bath situation. Like it's not exactly a spray on, it's a different way. And I think that she's doing up medication ways. Like there's pills you can take that darken your skin.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will say this, like, that's probably not the healthiest thing for her skin, but what she has done to her hair is probably never going to recover itself. Like, the high pony is one thing, but the constant dyeing extensions and high pony is definitely going to fuck with her hair follicles in a very permanent way. Because she's very popular for the high pony, but she used to have like really naturally dark brown hair, and now she lightened it to go red, right? But then she also started going back to the dark brown, but it's like is it chestnut brown rather than a chocolate brown, which the distinction is important because when your natural hair color is darker than the color that you're going to, you actually have to lift the color before you can reapply it. And so lifting color is very damaging to your hair because you're chemically removing pigmentation. You're stripping it from the hair itself, which causes damage, causes dryness. You're literally burning it off, kind of. Using
okay, can I just illustrate a point? Like, okay, yeah. She's really going for the high cheekbone thing here, and she's got the contour makeup to accentuate it as if her cheekbone is here. Okay, I think it's like where she actually doesn't have high cheekbones, as we can see in this angle. I just think she looks a lot better here. I think her face legitimately looks a lot better here. With her old nose, you've heard me pound away on this point. Women, leave your noses alone. I legitimately think she looks better here with her nose than she does here. Like this compass laser straight nose that she's had surgically constructed on her face. And the eyelashes that, Jesus Christ, look how far they're sticking off her face. Like, I mean, she's got some strong eyelid muscles to get them motherfuckers to flap up and down.
Well, I thought she was a gorgeous redhead back in the day. Let me show
I don't know. I think I'm into alabaster skinned women though, and it's like you look fine, like, and not just fine. You're like, she's in that range of cute. So damn cute, she's falling over into the hot category. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what you got rocking there. And I say you didn't want to be Disney kid or whatever, Nickelodeon kid or whatever the fuck anymore. So it's like, oh, it's time to totally reinvent myself. And it's like, apparently there's only like a couple of ways to do that as it's seen by publicists. It's either to go like transracial or to be a whore.
Yeah, no, she
You know, and
said
it's like you don't have to. I don't really think you had to do either one of those, but you know,
the very Disney kid look.
over here on the left, yeah.
This was her in, I think this was Sam and Cat. So this was the show that happened after Victorious was.
Oh, look, she even got dimples.
Yes, she does have natural dimples. She used to be so adorable. And then she went the way of not cute Disney kid. Hang on.
And because Access Media are the people who report on this stuff, no one ever asks her, like, yo, lady, how did you go like 17 shades bronzer? Like, what's up with that? Like,
let's get some hard-hitting questions in here.
Well, no, but I just been like, what the fuck? Like, well, I just spent a lot more time in the sun. And then, you know, if they weren't an Access interviewer, they would be like, they'd just give her like an eyebrow in silence. Like, really? That's what you're telling me?
It
really?
Looks like it started going a little darker during Sam and Cat. So right after Victorious, it seems.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm willing to bet that she's doing the alabaster thing here deliberately. You know what I mean? That she's, yeah, like the picture that you're showing is that's probably where she's at. Like for real though.
Like actually.
Not her hair color, obviously, but.
No, of course not. But like her actual skin color is about here.
Yeah, it's about there.
And versus like up here. Oh, no, actually that's still a pretty dark. Versus here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked her with the red hair personally, but that's just because I'm biased.
Yeah, well.
A Dan Schneider casualty. I've heard things about Dan Schneider. We're not getting into it this stream because I'll lose my shit. I will.
Bicyclist seriously injured in Florida. Alligator attack. Really? Like it snatched him off the bike? No. The Martin County Sheriff's Office said says the attack occurred shortly before Monday at Hal Pat Eoki. At this regional park in Stewart. Officials say the man was riding a bike when he lost control and fell down an embankment toward a body of water, and a 9-foot alligator grabbed him. Jesus Christ.
Interesting. Well, you know how it be.
I mean, it's bad enough that you fell off your bike, but you fell off your bike and went down an embankment, and then when you get to the bottom of the embankment, a 9-foot alligator jumps out and grabs you. Fuck.
That's some bad luck.
That's a rough day. But he was eventually able to break free. This is the word that concerns me. Eventually.
Eventually. After how long? How much damage had been done?
Yeah.
How scarred for life are you truly?
And I see the next 6 minutes out there in chat. And speaking of which, hey, Six, how's it going? Thank you very much for the donation, Six. And he says, when beans are brewed, the power is released. When the brew is partaken, the chi can be harnessed. When the otter harnesses the chi, the mojo can be attained. When the mojo is attained, the vibe is unleashed. Brew the bean, sub to Poly, unleash the vibe.
Unleash the vibe.
Buy Poly brand coffee now.
Ooh.
I would never sell an ingestible item. It's very litigious society. Someone's going to get sick and sue you. Not because your food made them sick, just because
they were sick coincidentally after having eaten your food.
Right. And they'll somehow like bring racism and Donald Trump and corporate greed or whatever the fuck into it. And yeah, and their brother's cousin's uncle's former roommate who has law school student debt to pay for is willing to take the case on, you know, only if you make money. So they're doing it for free, but want 40%
costs.
Yeah.
Thank you, Serpent21 for the donation. Over on the Streamlabs, no, Weebo, as curious as we are, please don't demonstrate sucking in butt or starting an OnlyFans. You have worked too hard for a real education and job to do something like that. Once those pics are out there, they will never go away. I wasn't saying that I actually would. That's never going to happen. I merely made a jest at it, a stab, if you will, because I do that kind of thing. But in actuality, the OnlyFans will never happen, even in my darkest, most desperate hour. It's not happening. So sorry to disappoint the people that are here only for a glimpse at my no-no square. But Polly might start an OnlyFans, right, Polly? An otter OnlyFans.
No. No. So did you hear the thing that OnlyFans was bandying around in the media that they were going to remove sexualized content from their platform?
Isn't that their entire business model though?
No,
Like,
but it became that, yes. But I mean, it was like OnlyFans in the way that, oh shit, what's the name of the website where Cameo? You know Cameo?
no.
Okay. So you can go to cameo.com, and we will for some lulls here.
Okay.
And
wait, no, I do know, but continue, because there are people out there that are like me.
Yeah, you can get a celebrity to send you a little, hey, what's up, yo? Like kind of thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you like Master P to say what's up to you for $299? Vanilla Ice for $400.
I'm okay.
You know, the idea, of course, being that, like, you don't send it to your what?
Tom, what's his face, who played Draco Malfoy in Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, that's who that is. Okay, yeah, I had to have that pointed out. Well, the idea being that you're sending it to a friend for their birthday. It's mostly for happy birthdays, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, Chris Hansen.
Hey.
For 40. How much?
You get to talk to him for $40 for 2 minutes. And
ooh, fun.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna.
Chris Hansen is not worth $40 worth of my time. Sorry, but no.
Hold on. There we are. Arrest warrant out for it to catch a predator host, Chris Hansen.
What?
Yeah, I mean, segues when God just gives them to you.
Hang on, pause, because like commentary YouTube, the tea spilling side of YouTube has had a hate boner for Chris Hansen ever since that documentary went live about him versus Onision, or just Onision in general.
Yeah.
Actually, even before that, there was a hate boner out there for Chris Hansen, and I'm so surprised that I haven't heard anything about that. And this has been out since July 1st from any one of them about this here particular issue, because, like I said, they had a hate boner out there for him because he mishandled the entire investigation.
Yeah, for justifiable reasons. I mean, some of it was just, excuse me, some of it was just dogpiling, but a lot of it wasn't. It was like, Chris Hansen, Jesus Christ, you are just, wow, buddy.
Like, that whole situation was a hot fucking mess, and I have opinions about it, and someday I might make, like, not a thought patrol, but like a deep dive into all of the ways that this whole situation was bumble fucked up from all sides, because it wasn't just Chris Hansen, all right? It was the T channels, it was the actual victims themselves that fucked shit up, it was the commentators and the way that they all interacted with each other, and I'm just like watching from the sidelines, sitting there going, holy fucking shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, you might, ask the question, okay, so what is it exactly that this guy did that there was...
yes, I want to know.
Here we are. It's for this. 3 arrested for allegedly attempting to meet up with minors. Chris Hansen attempted to hook up, attempted to do the catch a predator thing again with Ghost.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Look at that logo, man. Someone spent some time in Photoshop putting that together, and then they sent off and got a decal, and then they stuck to a car, and they're rolling around. Yeah. So anyway, Chris Hansen, to use his platform to reignite the awareness and enforcement of what's happening out here to duplicate it around the nation, said man from Ghost. What Hansen did is he failed to appear in court after documents had been subpoenaed from him. He had a subpoena note sent from the prosecutors going, okay, it really seems like the way that you went about this in terms of your 7th or 8th attempt to relaunch To Catch a Predator without Dateline NBC behind you and without a legitimate, well, not legitimate, without a more organized organization behind you, without police support behind you, and said you hooked up with like Ghost, and like, yeah, things didn't, go well. It wasn't nearly what it was. And this is like seriously, it's like the 5th, 6th, 7th time he's attempted to relaunch this thing, because that's what he's so well known for. And the way they went about it this time was pretty goddamn shady. And so prosecutors, okay, we want to charge these people that you are claiming did these things and attempted to coerce minors, etc. Okay. But it's we from defense counsel are hearing all kinds of shit that is making these cases unprosecutable. So we need like a fulsome. So we need all your documentation in terms of the communications between you and these people and all this stuff, and all the stuff that we damn well know that you kept. So they didn't even ask him; they just subpoenaed him. They just subpoenaed all that information. Chris Hansen failed to turn it over. They requested the judge issue a writ of some sort that demands to put a deadline on it. Mr. Hansen, you need to turn over said documents that have been legally subpoenaed by the court by date X, or else by date X, right? Date X came and went, which was the date he was supposed to appear in court to either explain why he didn't have the documents or to hand over the fucking documents, and he just didn't show up. So on that date, an arrest warrant was issued for him by the judge.
I wonder if they sent it to the wrong Chris Hansen. Because that's what happened originally when Chris Hansen got served by Onision.
Yeah, but there's a big difference between
a process. Sent it to the wrong Chris Hansen.
I hear you. It would be funny as fuck if that's what happened, because you're an actual prosecutor, and the prosecutor, probably didn't send out the documentation. Somebody in your office did. But you'd think that, like, because that's their particular job, they wouldn't fuck the fuck up like that. It's Onision fucking the fuck up like that? Oh,
makes sense.
Yeah,
he's a dumb
sure. It's like, Onision, right? Gotcha.
A legitimate prosecutor
with actual legal authority.
It's within the realm of possibility, Polly. Because let's be honest, the government gets it wrong sometimes.
Oh, they get it wrong a whole lot of the time. Prosecutor offices, overzealous prosecutors, incompetent. Yeah, of course.
Someone doesn't pay enough attention to detail, and you could serve the wrong Chris Hansen.
But I'm just saying, I am, is it likely that Chris Hansen, on his 6th or 7th attempt to relaunch his failed so-called journalist career to catching predators, was done in such a way that it was crazy shady and crazy fucking shoddily approached and stuff, and just doesn't want to hand the documents over, or just trying to avoid the fucking thing? Like, maybe if I just ignore it for long enough, it'll go away. Can I see Hansen doing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially
as much as I can see incompetent prosecutors, I can easily see that. Yes.
Yeah. Especially with the way that the Onision case was handled. That laptop should have gone to the FBI directly. Do not stop, go. Do not collect $200. Not have been delivered to Chris Hansen so that they could get, like, all of the information that they needed up front, thereby essentially just compromising that evidence completely before sending it off to the actual parties that could conduct a proper investigation. Like, okay, I get that you want to be a reporter, but also you fucked up in your pursuit for the next big hitter. You done fucked up. And actually, he fucked up in the middle of his big hitter. You think he would have learned lessons at the time.
No, Beth from Better Off Dead?
Someone died, but no. What? I never watched it.
It's a great film, actually. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? John Cusack and his, extremely young John Cusack. His girlfriend, Beth, like, it's just classic 80s film in the sense that it has all of the things that subsequently became known as 80s tropes, but at the time when they were putting this film together, they weren't really tropes. They were just
catchy music and
sort of. So he lives in Northern California, and so the whole film is based around skiing in a way. He's Lane Myers, that's his name, John Cusack's character, and this is his girlfriend Beth at the beginning of the movie, who he's absolutely obsessively dedicated to. This is his closet. All of the hangers are Beth's face. Like,
ew. No.
Okay.
No.
And then the new jock comes to town and steals his girlfriend, basically, because he's like, there's the jock. you know, and this is a high school student.
No, he's got laugh lines. High school students don't have laugh lines.
I know.
They also don't look like 40-year-old men, but that's besides the point, all right?
Yeah. But you know, he comes down and steals Beth, his girlfriend. This girl, the French exchange student, moves in across the street, who ends up becoming his.
Cute.
Absolutely, she is. And the reason I bring this all up is Daniel Fullman said a friend got me a cameo from the actress that played Beth from Better Off Dead. And I'm like, that's hilarious. Fuck, I haven't thought about that movie in a good while. I have a copy of it that I got from perfectly legitimate sources, of course.
Cute. Yeah, no, I haven't seen this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what movie I did see, though, recently? Groundhog Day.
No, nice.
Yeah. Which you were supposed to be there for, bye.
I did not receive a reminder. His father's also played by David Ogden Stiers, who you might remember from MASH, if you ever watched reruns of MASH. I see you wobbling the head. Yeah, I know. Well, that's that. You should have reminded me.
Yeah, I know. I will next time. Next time we have a movie thing scheduled for a Wednesday.
High school.
Yeah, okay.
Let's
talk about that. Let's talk about Hollywood casting non-high school students as high school students for the entirety of eternity. Up until like recently, that was the trend, is to cast adult actors as high school students. And not even high school looking adult actors. Full-fledged adult actors. Worst cast teenagers.
I'm just. What would you just made me think? What would
those are
up?
college students, though?
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, these very well might be college students. I don't know what would come up when you do an image search, right? It's just
yeah.
Top 10 teens life sentencing reactions.
That's a thing.
Yeah, it's like no. And this guy was
I
like,
won't get out ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
That's rough. That's a thing. And it's like, yeah, teenagers doing dumb shit that, like, yeah, well.
Okay, who else?
So I don't know. What would be a better thing? Worst cast?
Oh, is that?
I don't know.
Okay, no, that is the Teen Wolf cast. That is the Teen Wolf cast.
Is it?
Which brings me to another thing. Adolescent media nowadays is so fucking stupid. You ever watched an episode of Riverdale?
I have not.
Or Teen Wolf, or Gossip Girl, or Vampire Diaries, or like anything that is supposed to be oriented towards teenagers. It's kind of insulting as someone who used to be a teenager, what teenagers are expected to be able to consume, and as if it were top tier silver screen content. Just, and then don't even get me started. All right, so there's adolescent film content that we're supposed to be able to consume. I'm not a teenager anymore. I have to keep reminding myself of that. I'm 23. Fuck me. God damn it. No. There's adolescent content that teenagers are supposed to be expected to consume as if that is the absolute epitome of standards for that age group. And then there's actual like young adult fiction itself in the form of content that is book. Why did I say book? Why did I say it like that? There is a distinct lack of maturity, not just maturity, but good writing in young adult fiction, and it pisses me off. It's not good. It's not good. Like I just read. I just finished reading a book called The Healer's Apprentice. And basically, it's a fun take on Sleeping Beauty, the Sleeping Beauty fairy
Okay.
tale.
Yeah.
And it's very reminiscent of another book that I've read that kind of had the same shortcomings, which is this. The character traits, it's like the writer settled on a number of character traits that they wanted to make relevant in a few of the characters that they have. So one character is an absolute man whore who will do anything to, one, gain money, but also have his way, if you catch my meaning.
I do catch your meaning. Yes.
Another character who's the healer's apprentice, so the main character, her whole thing is like, oh, I want to be the best healer that I ever can be, but I'm allergic to blood, basically. I'll throw up if I even like smell it. I can't do this, but I want to be so badly, but I can't. But I'm also in love with this dude who will never love me. But we can never be together. But I have to. Anyway, and so she's like lovesick over these two characters. The one who's like an absolute man whore, and the Duke who is actually betrothed to some other bitch that he's never met before, but he's like super into honor and doing his duty as the Duke of this. Is it called a duchy? I believe it is.
A duchess.
No.
The region is a duchy. Yeah.
I think the region that a duke oversees is a duchy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so those are the only character traits that the author decided upon, and hence are the only things that the character in their internal monologue ever mulls over in their head, in their internal like brain capacity. That's the only thing that they can actually think about. While the rest of the plot is going on around them, not that it's all that interesting or invigorating, that is the only thing that they're constantly reminiscing about. And I'm like, there's more to a person, not just a character, but a person, than these bullet point plot points or character points that you decided on when you thought to create this character. And that is a problem in young adult fiction, is that these characters are so two-dimensional. There's not a whole lot there. Why are we looking at Dirty Dancing and Patrick Swayze?
Because somebody said in chat, and it got me thinking, because we were talking about like aged actors playing people that no, come on, you're not that young. Would you care to take a stab? I just looked up both of their ages, how old both of these individuals are at this time in 1987 when this film came out.
Oh, like early 30s?
Is that what you're thinking? Take a stab. Go ahead.
Early 30s. I think Patrick Swayze was like 32 and she was like maybe 28.
Not bad. Not bad. He is 35 and she is 27.
Woo! I'm so good at this game. Well, yeah, you can tell because he looks, I don't know, kind of reminds me of pictures that I've seen of my dad at that age.
Yeah, he was born in 1952. She was born in 1960. Film came out in 1987, doing a little mathematicalisms, and there you go. Yeah,
you can tell that is a man who has fully gone through puberty and having the development of his frontal lobe, because you could tell, like, there is, you know how you guys have, like, the beard line?
Excuse me.
When you're fully shaved? Like,
sure.
Where it is that you would start to grow a beard if you decided to let it grow out. It's not quite a 5 o'clock shadow, but it's like where the hair follicles are.
You know what? You know what is a funny thing is
I
that,
can
like,
see that.
Like, well, at least he's not balding. He's got that going for him.
He's
got and at least he doesn't have some crazy crow feet, you know. But he does have the jowl line, the laugh line.
Yes,
quite prominent, and hers is actually coming in too. One thing that I find odd is the. I don't have those coming in. I'm 34. I don't have the laugh lines like at all.
Are you just not happy then?
No, I'm. What do you mean? No, I'm sort of like winning because it's one of the indicators. You know what I mean of age. You know what I mean? Like it's just I've just noticed that is that men and women, but especially men, like all of a sudden like that big laugh line comes in, the jowl mark, whatever it's called particularly, and it's like, yeah, that's just not a thing for me. You know,
Are you sure? Like, have you looked at your face with that much attention to be like, yeah, I got nothing there? Because I've looked at my face, and I at 23 have like the very faintest appearance of the start of what will become my jawline.
Well, I think it's important to keep in mind that this guy is like sort of has resting Swayze face right now. Like he's not smiling. He's not.
Yes.
But I mean, he's not doing nothing. He's just resting Swayze face, you know, and yet deeply inset laugh line is my point. And like, have I stared at myself intently in the mirror? No, I can't say I have. But and so next experience is I had such a huge crush on Jennifer Grey, and I have to take the opportunity to say, because I'm like that, women, leave your noses alone. She completely changed her face because she has a very prominent nose. I would say she has a very distinctive face with a very distinctive nose. That's it. So many people had a crush on you, woman. What's wrong with you? You wrecked yourself.
Wait, let me see her actual nose now versus the previous.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Let's just go Jennifer Grey nose, because then we'll get a nice before and after kind of situation happening.
Oh, I see. She went from Barbara Streisand to not that.
Yeah, I want to, let's just say it. I want to get rid of my Jewish nose. No, leave your adorable nose alone, Jennifer Grey. It's what had teenage boys crushing on you, you fool.
Is it really?
Well, no.
Was it the nose, or was it the fact that she was married? She was wearing like a crop top and dancing all sexily over.
No, it was the whole package. It was the whole package. If we're, you know, because it's never any one thing. It's all of the things. But like, lady, bad move.
I don't really notice a difference in this picture, to be honest. But to be fair, one of the pictures, the before picture, is kind of off to the side and like tilted, and the other one is straight on. So it doesn't help. Yeah.
So again, ladies, leave your nose alone. I mean, we went down this road with, you know.
Well, easier for you to say. Are you happy with your nose?
I am.
There you go. I mean, if it is truly that much of a source of dysphoria,
Johansson,
Polly, I'm gonna say this: if one of your facial features is truly that much of a source of dysphoria for you that you will shell out the amount of money necessary to fix the feature, and it helps with your dysphoria, then by all means go ahead. But if it's like to meet an industry standard, then of course there is a very thin line there demarcating what is an industry standard versus
demarcating. Well done.
Versus your personal line of comfortability, then, you know.
Well, okay, yes,
but if it truly is a point of contention with you, that you cannot live with it, that you will go the extra mile to correct, then I don't really see a problem with it. I mean, I know, leave your nose alone, love yourself, be it body positivity, yada, 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 but like...
Hold on, you're even the language you're using speaks volumes, right? To correct, as if there's an error. There was no error with Scarlett Johansson's nose.
No, and you and I might think that, but ScarJo might have a different opinion on that. Not saying she's correct in that opinion, but at the end of the day, she's the one that has to live with her face.
Yeah, but we're the ones who are buying it.
Yes. And it doesn't seem like anyone has a problem with buying her face before or after.
I feel that my money is better spent on the left than on the right. So,
all right. Well, if you ever get the opportunity to tell ScarJo that she made a horrible mistake and that her nose was better off the way that it was previous to her rhinoplasty, then feel free.
No, I'm not going to do that. And I'll tell you why.
It's going to do.
I'm not going to do that, and I'll tell you why. Because, you know, the genie's sort of out of the bottle because, you know, as anyone who's ever done woodwork, you know, didn't your father, Weebo, ever tell you with a saw? It's like you can always cut off more, but you can't return it once you've cut it off. So yes. measure twice and cut once, that whole thing, you know?
My dad did make a point of like emphasizing that you shouldn't make mistakes when it comes to very permanent things because you don't get a second opportunity.
Yeah. So no, I wouldn't say shit to her. Now, if this Scarlett Johansson with her natural red hair, not this, I'm going to go for the Marilyn Monroe thing that she's attempted for so long, were to say to me, Polly, do you think that I should get my nose done after a, what'd you just say? Ask me that question
did
again.
you just mimic? Did you just mimic giving ScarJo a bop?
No, that was slapping the tabletop in energetic emphaticness.
Not a bop, woman.
No. I would. What are you? What's wrong? What's wrong with you, Weebo? What you?
I think that okay. All right. Controversial opinion here. I don't think that bops constitute violence or assault or battery or domestic violence in any sort of way.
Holy
bop,
shit! Are you justifying something right now in your own life? What's going on?
No.
Okay.
Because I bop my cats all the time. I go bop.
But you're not abusing them, clearly.
No, it's not abuse. Doesn't hurt. I bop myself. Bop. Doesn't hurt.
I'm just saying, there are very few women that look better, in my opinion. And this is, of course, all opinionated. And you're like, oh, if they got the money to fucking have their face cut apart and put back together, then isn't that up to them? Yeah, I guess ultimately it is. You're not wrong.
I can't wait for this soundbite to come back and bite me in the ass 20 years from now and get canceled for it. Weebo abuses her cats. Bop. Yet they still love me.
You gotta love when a woman looks better older than younger. You gotta love that shit.
The before picture kind of reminds me of my mother. Polly, after this show, let me show you pictures of my mother when she was younger, because holy fucking shit, you're gonna like crap yourself.
Like Jennifer Garner, man, and she's like, you know, fitness lady and such and the like. And so, oh my God, Jennifer Garner is like she's just the bee's knees, man.
And PETA targets YouTuber Weebo Jones. It's not just the cats that I bop. It's also El Boyfriendo. Little
okay, just as a quick side note, so you like, nothing's an absolute sort of thing. Yeah, okay, get a nose job. I hear you. Sure, do it. Yeah,
it's fine. More than a nose job. He needs Dr. Pimple Popper stat.
Like, you know, see, it's not always one way. I'm not always saying leave your nose alone. This man certainly should leave his nose alone. See, now this woman, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if she's had surgery or whatever the fuck, but I know that she is 23 years older in this picture than she is in this picture. And
she looks great in the 23 years older picture.
Yeah.
She looks like happier. She looks gorgeous. She looks healthier.
She's had 2 kids at this point. And
I hope I look half as good as she does.
You see the crow's feet coming in. It does not detract. It adds. She's and like you pointed out, the smile that doesn't go all the way to the top of the face. Her smile goes all the way to the top of her face. Like it
really is. I can't emphasize enough. Plus, she's got dimples.
Oh yeah. Jennifer Garner's just like you've got tight abs,
makeup
a bright, beautiful smile, and dimples.
Nuke the CCP does make a good point. Makeup and lighting make a huge difference. Trust me. If I had crappy lighting on, you actually. You know what? Let me give you an example.
All right.
Up front. All right.
All right.
If I had shitty lighting. See? Here.
Okay.
Okay, so this is me with shitty lighting.
Uh-huh.
Not a whole lot there. It's just the screen lighting me up. Compared to previously,
I just want to be clear about something. The only light in the room right now is your screen?
Yeah.
Holy shit. You get a fucking tan off your shit, man. Jesus Christ. Okay, just wanted to be okay. So screen lighting, go on.
Yeah, screen lighting. So I have this like blue aura that I'm giving off because the screen is distinctly lacking in the warmth that I would otherwise have. I mean, I guess I could like face this one away. Maybe this one away too. Does this make a difference?
Oh, quit throwing your multiple monitors in my face, Weebo. I've already told you how jealous I am. It's just
actually, okay, so I can't mimic
envious,
what
rather.
would crappy lighting make in terms of display because my room is apparently very brightly lit.
She's even got them set up on armatures. Did you see how easily she just tilted them off to the side? And did she fucking DM me at like 5:30 in the morning going, oh my God, look how awesome my monitor setup is? Did I feel terrible about myself? Yes.
I made him feel super bad about his low quality monitor stands. See, bad lighting makes it different.
Okay, you've successfully proven your point now.
I had to get actual bad lighting because apparently this isn't it. But yeah, no, you can definitely tell I'm a little bit more washed out this way because of the lack of warm light, which in my actual the ring lights, they have it's kind of like a bifocal effect with the ring sections. So half of it is giving off warm light, the other half is giving off cool light, which is the correct balance for lighting that you want to have when you're doing a production. Take note, ladies and gentlemen. So let me just turn this back on. But you want good lighting because, well, one, it highlights everything that you want it to, but also it helps to eliminate shadows, which definitely emphasize imperfections. She's just showing off her gear at this point, says Polly. No, or the next X-Men is. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Well, yeah, I will get there, and Weebo's my hero for what I want. It's fine. Okay, so we got Jennifer Gardner here, right? Now, have you heard me? I think I might have, but it can always bear repeating. Making the case for why Ben Affleck is a stupid man.
I believe I have, but continue. I think maybe the audience missed out on that lovely opportunity.
Okay, so
give your reasoning.
Here's Ben Affleck looking really fucking slick as Bruce Wayne from Batman v Superman.
I kind of liked it. He's older here, and he's got that gruff look. I find it very attractive.
No, yeah, he's rocking it. This is grizzled Bruce Wayne.
He's got chin dimple too. Oh my God.
And the ladies love the little bit. I've noticed it, man. They love the little bit of gray here.
Polly, I cannot wait until old boyfriend starts going gray.
He's a lot like John Hamm in The Town, where through the entire movie he manages to maintain a perfect 2-day beard growth. Like, it's
they have very specific like razor setting for that.
Oh yeah. And it's just like playing, like, I'm a massive fan of Frank Miller and that movie, like Bruce Wayne as presented in Batman v Superman. I'm not saying it's a good movie. I'm saying I like the portrayal of Bruce Wayne in that movie. And I was expecting Ben Affleck to be the biggest disaster since Bobblehead Man playing Bruce Wayne. So as we went over last week, I'm sure you remember, Mr. Bobblehead, of course, is George Clooney. I can't. I watched that video like twice more after that stream. That was the funniest fuck. I love that you found that.
Did you also download it to your hard drive? Because I wouldn't be surprised by that either.
Then it ends with like, okay, so he's bobbling his head when he's dramatic. He bobbles his head when he's being funny. He bobbles his head when he's trying to be convincing and sincere. Because he will bobble someone else's head, and he grabs the other guy's head, starts shaking it.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. So when Affleck was announced as being Batman, Bruce Wayne, I was like, oh my God, that's a fucking, this is going to be worse than Clooney. And then I saw the film and I was like, okay, the film wasn't good, but it's like, God damn, did he rock it as Bruce Wayne? Like, he was the best thing about that movie. It was crazy. And
right?
Well, Henry Cavill as Superman Clark Kent, of course, is just fantastic as well. But we had already seen him as Superman and already knew that he rocked that role well. Oh hell yeah. He's right up there. He did a really good job as because I mean, it's never the question of like who can play Superman or who can play Batman. In my mind, it's always a question of who can play Clark Kent, who can play Bruce Wayne. That's the real question. Yeah. And anyway, so I love me some Ben Affleck. And right around this time, this man who's actually a good actor and a more competent director than he is an actor, because he's directed some fantastic films.
It is.
And
It is easier.
makes me wish that I
direct,
had
think, than act.
makes me wish I had the bill to be able to support a 3-piece suit, because like, okay, all right, fucking rocking it there, buddy. I mean, just okay. So this guy.
So what did he do to fuck up with Jennifer Gardner?
Well, he was married to this walking goddess of a enchantress, and he decided to bang the babysitter. And she found out, and it wasn't the first time that he had gone astray, and she had it, and that is what ultimately led to their divorce. If you ever want to see the fixation that this lovely creature had upon our boy Ben here, just watch interviews where they're together. It's so obvious that, because she can't stop looking at him while he's talking. Like, she was absolutely infatuated even well after they were married. I remember watching him give the acceptance speech for winning the Academy Award for Argo, a film he produced, co-wrote, and directed, and was in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good movie. Like, absolutely, he turns out to be a better director than he is as an actor. And he's just like so excited. You can tell he's breathless. He's like, this is fucking fantastic. I mean, like, when you write, direct, star in, and produce a film, you really put yourself on the line. It's your project, and you win for it. It's like,
it is your baby.
Yeah, huge relief, huge acclaim, etc. Right? And he's just like, I'd like to thank this person and that person. And he goes, and my lovely wife Jennifer, and it shows her, like, the camera cuts to her. She's already bawling before. Aww. She's just so happy. She's just like excited beyond belief for him, and all for the sake of banging this thing.
That was a babysitter?
Yeah. Now, this is where things get a little bit more complex. I do have to ask the question. I'm not saying he was right in doing it, but Jennifer Garner, this is who you hired for your babysitter to hang around your husband.
But no, you hire the babysitter to babysit the children, not hang around the husband, because presumably the husband is away working, right?
Well,
the reason you have a babysitter is because you are not home to watch the kids. So why is Ben Affleck at the house while the babysitter is there?
Because this is the babysitter.
I know. That's what I don't get. Like, I would prefer Jennifer Gardner over the babysitter any day if I were a penis wielder.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Why? How? What possessed this man?
I am a penis wielder. And once you've scored a woman like this, who's a fitness freak, is gorgeous like this after giving birth to 2 of your children, and is still absolutely infatuated and devoted to you, for the sake of some strange? Come on.
Perhaps it is a failing of my womanliness that I cannot mentally place myself in the mindset of a man who would have a woman who loves him faithfully at home, who's married him, who's made commitment to him, and still feel in his loins the desire to fuck the babysitter. But I can't fathom it. I cannot wrap my head around trying to please 2 separate women sexually at a minimum. Because 1, I'm just very lazy, and that takes a lot of work, right? Okay? I mean, men, can we agree? Getting a woman off is not a walk in the park.
I've never had a problem. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I mean, like, it's not exactly like 2 minutes and you're over with. And it's done. There is some effort that has to be put forth.
Right.
And you want to double that?
Yeah, Affleck did say it was substance abuse. I mean, he's not okay. Great Bruce Wayne, great director. He's not the most together guy ever. You know, and I don't say that as a justification, what have you. I'm just saying, you know, when he's left to his own devices, he's not the most together guy.
That's not fair. That's not fair. The paparazzi got to him in that. All right, that's not fair. He was in the confines of his own vehicle eating a Big Mac, obviously, and it's not fair that you just take a candid shot of him stuffing his face. It's not fair. All right? We've all been here. I myself was here many a time this past weekend alone, stuffing my face with garbage food and drink. It's not fair. Okay. But you're right. He probably doesn't make the best decisions when he's alone. But that's no excuse. All right.
Yeah, I'm just.
It doesn't take a genius to figure out that you shouldn't cheat on your 10 out of 10 wife.
Full like
a
bro.
babysitter.
Like 10 out of 10, man. Like everyone's jealous. Like, do you understand that, Ben? Like it's.
Especially when you are famous enough that the paparazzi are taking candid shots of you in your car, stuffing your face with a
yes, exactly. A well-made point.
A hamburger. There we go.
They caught you stuffing your face with a fucking Big Mac. You didn't think that they were going to catch you stuffing your face with this?
I don't have to be Stephen Hawking to know that this is a recipe for disaster and failure. Okay?
The only reason I was like, that's not fair. I just happen to have this picture because it's just really funny to me. I mean, he's not biting that burger. He's taking that burger the fuck out. Like it's
no one's impulse control is maybe not the best. Maybe.
I actually don't like Big Macs. I love McDonald's. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like the Big Mac.
Is it the bread in the middle that you don't like? Specifically?
No, it's their shitty shredded lettuce combined with the stupid secret sauce and the
you don't like the sauce?
I'm a McDouble guy, quarter pounder guy. That's McChicken. I like the fillet of fish. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I'll go for any one of those before I'll grab a Big Mac.
At least Weebo knows what a hamburger is, unlike Polly. I know what a hamburger is. I couldn't come up with the name for the hamburger in this picture until
Polly
told me it was Big Mac.
Well, no, you said Big Mac before I did.
I know, but then I forgot that it was a Big Mac, or I forgot the word Big Mac. I was just so enwrapped in my own vitriolic rage spewing that I forgot the word Big Mac. And so I'm like, what the fuck is this word? Hamburger.
Oh, well, I mean, Alpha Omega says, no, Five Guys. Five Guys, like, do they have a better burger than McDonald's? Yeah, of course.
Never been to a Five Guys.
No, Five Guys is good.
I've also never been to a Sonic, so do with that what you will.
Sonic burgers are okay. Five Guys are better.
Nobody
but, I mean,
does.
it's just
Separated indignation like Weebo.
Just because there's other good junk food joints out there doesn't mean McDonald's isn't still great junk food. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I had McDonald's a couple weeks ago, and I was disgusted. I think I'm at a point in my life where I'm done with fast food. Like, not even just eating it, or not even just enjoying it, but like eating it in any capacity. I feel disappointed when I do eat it. Underwhelmed too. Not disappointed in the food, because I know that I'm not getting like a 5 Michelin star meal, right? But I feel disappointed in myself for having opted for that option in lieu of literally anything else. But also, it's underwhelming food, and also a complete waste of calories, especially if you're like me and you approach food both as like an opportunity to enjoy your taste buds, to like indulge your taste buds, as well as a metric measurement of what you can and can't put into your body in a day and what you can burn, like a mathematic equation. So it's a balancing act of a numbers game, this much minus this much in terms of activity. So food minus activity or basic metabolic burnage in a day. But also it's an experience in that you're putting something into your body that you're going to taste and enjoy and just kind of marinate in. So why waste that opportunity on a fucking Big Mac? Like, come on, people. It's an experience and you're wasting it on this garbage. Garbage, I say garbage.
Super 21, thank you for the donation. Some people have the temerity to say that Ava Green doesn't look good anymore because she decided to turn 40. I call these people ageist and tasteless. P.S. Polly, damn you. I'm still thinking of bopping George Clooney, of head bopping George Clooney, rather.
Decided to turn 40.
Yeah, once you see the head bop, that like, every time he says something, and then even for like a couple of moments after he stopped talking, almost like it's some kind of weird head echo, his head just kind of keeps going. That drives me nuts.
It's so hot in this fucking room.
Yeah, same here. It's fucking.
It has nothing to do with anything that I'm producing or that my computer's producing. It's just simply right next to the boiler room. There's no AC directly pouring into this room, and the door is closed. So I'm like, so that's why I'm being scandalous and showing off my shoulders, Abaddon. I saw your comment earlier. Yeah, Jennifer Gardner has that athletic body. I'm kind of jealous of it. I'll get there eventually. Maybe not exactly like that, but I'll get there. She looks gorgeous, though.
After 2 kids, yo.
Goals, right there. I'm working towards it.
Squad goals.
I went to the gym like 3 times last night. Or not last night, last week. I did Stairmaster.
Is that
for 20 minutes each time.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know, right? Wait, are we talking about the picture?
Yeah.
Or the fact that I did stairs for 20 minutes? Because that's a whole achievement in itself. Like, Polly, have you ever taken the stairs for 20 minutes at a time?
Ooh, hello, Miss Garner.
Polly,
I hear your signal. Your signal. I've lost the power of speech. I hear you're single now.
Polly's.
You know, I'm not interested in babysitters at all. Yeah.
Polly's flirting with a picture chat.
Well, look at that ass.
Polly, you know she can't hear you, right?
I'm just practicing.
You're practicing.
Yeah. I've got my line all worked out for if I ever encounter Rebecca Hall.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like, so what are you doing this weekend? You want to like get married or something?
Excuse me.
So I was trying to tell Drunkle about this the other day on AAA. Right. I said, like, Rebecca Hall, I said, you'd love to hit that. And I said, oh, I'd hit that. I'd knock her up. And it's like, oh, you jumped right to knocking her up. And I said, yeah, that's a keep a bitch, baby. You just, you want that, like, this lockdown. Yeah. I'm just.
Zed Hero says we're all flirting with the picture, Weebo. Yeah, I suppose that is a consequence of the fact that I attract a 100%, according to my metrics, male audience. Is that we show sexy women on screen, oftentimes there will be flirting with them.
Well, I'm just saying, like, when you have like this woman is in her fucking 40s with 2 children. I mean, like, you hear all this, like, it's like, oh, well, having a child to wreck your body and blah, blah, blah. Or you're lazy as fuck. It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah. Honestly, I have no excuse and I have no children. So I have even less excuse.
I believe that having a child is extremely rough on your body. Oh, yeah. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying.
I'm trying to get in shape so that when I have children, the damage is less severe than beforehand. But like getting to that point is a struggle in itself. This woman has A+ genes.
Yeah, she's starting a little ahead of the game. Like, I mean, look at her, like her random beach shots. Like here's her child, like right there. And this is obviously not one of those. Man, I hate the beach shots where it's like, oh my God, candid paparazzi shot of such and such a model on the beach. It's like, That was planned, deliberate. Her hair is done. Her makeup's done. She's walking. It's perfect lighting, etc. That's not a fucking random candid shot of her just happened to be standing there. It's as posed as this one is. But no, this is just some random shot of her at the beach.
Yeah, that's candid.
Yeah, she just looks like that after having this fucking thing pop out of her. I mean,
they have surgery money. They don't lose weight. They don't lose the weight naturally. I'm sure on some level that might be true, but I don't know. This woman's got a body regardless. Like I've seen candid shots of celebrities that weren't super attractive, and they have all the money in the world to splurge on weight surgeries as well. That's not this. You can tell the difference.
Maybe.
So anyway, that session of Jennifer Gardner aside, we're almost at 2 hours, Polly. So we got about 5 more minutes left until I feel like we should wrap up the show because Mama's got to go bed. Mama's got 4 a.m. wake up time.
Yeah, the beauty sleep and all that. It's
I know.
part of looking well into your 40s.
Natural. I mean, most of it is, but I don't look good when I'm tired. I also don't behave very well when I'm tired. I'm an angry Weebo when I'm tired.
Well, nobody wants that.
I'm cranky. I get cranky. It's bad. But I also am super funny when I'm cranky. So maybe it's not as bad as I thought it would be. But our boyfriend doesn't like it, and I aim to please. So, Polly, what do you have to show for the audience this week?
Haven't I shown enough? Didn't I just bring enough content?
Shill.
Oh, shill. I have a donation for the next 6 minutes to shill. I think Jennifer drinks as much green tea as I do, maybe more. I do my best, but that's a lot of damn tea to drink. Is that what you think? She's like drinking like a 50-gallon drum a week, and that's what keeps her.
No, that is really who is well hydrated, and that amount of green tea is not going to hydrate her anytime soon.
Yeah, well.
Because caffeine.
Actually, speaking of shilling, you were asked by Zed Hero whether or not you're doing a side quest tomorrow. So, are you?
Yes, I will be doing side quests tomorrow. I switched with Spooky Weeb. Yeah, Spooky Weeb Trash. So she did last Friday. I'm going to do this Monday because I was out of town. So I will be on this fine evening, and I will be on Friday evening as well because that's my normal day. So look for me all this week on Side Quest, ladies and gentlemen. That is Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and that is Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to try to get a video out this week, but I make no promises because I did just put out a 40-minute video a week and a half ago.
Oh, look at this.
Oh.
A comment was put on my last Noir Bar video.
Oh.
It's from a Miss Rebecca Parker. And the comment says as follows: date me and a link, porn sex, smiley face, choose me, I'm your Drem girl.
Drem girl?
Drem girl. Now.
I don't know. It sounds like a scam. It sounds like she just wants money out of you.
Are you trying to say this isn't on an authentic fan?
I think this is a
viewing audience member who's trying to contact me because she thinks I'm dreaming of her.
Mm-hmm. I think this is a lie.
Oh,
I don't think this is genuine.
Why couldn't you let me have that?
Because I'm not here to give you what you want. I'm here to give you what you need.
but it said porn sex with a smiley face and a link to her website where apparently I could find her doing the porn sex.
Polly. Well, it will not give you STDs. It will give you other viruses.
Right.
I urge you to reflect on what I have said.
Hold on. Credible Threat says Polly's going to get a Megon. What does that mean? What happened to Omega?
I don't know.
I mean, but you understand what I'm saying? I hear your reaction. It's like, oh shit, did you not just immediately delete that person from your block them from your channel like I just did? Like, what did you do? Oh my god.
What happens?
You didn't click on the link, did you, bro? That's not a good idea.
Anywho.
Yeah, what do I have coming up? I have I've been thinking about a video that I want to put together, but frankly, it's going to be a lot of work to put it together, and I don't know.
You don't know?
I made the case to Far last night in Discord, and she's like, "Yeah, you should make this video." So now I'm thinking about making it. I don't know. It's demonstrating how being angry with politics can poison your soul and show on your face as you slowly degrade into a shadow of your former self, physically, like that your poisoned soul by your own choice can make you look like you just did 25 years of hard time when you really haven't at all. It's I'm thinking of picking up, like, because there's just this one actress comedian that I was crushing on back in the day, and she's just gone like straight to hell in a handbasket, and it's entirely, in my opinion, because she has poisoned herself with bad politics.
Oh.
So I'm thinking that I should do a retrospective on this and point this out. I don't know, maybe we'll see. But what I definitely have coming up tomorrow is my presence on the AAA over on Drunken Uncle's channel for the AAA meeting. It'll be episode 68, episode 68. I don't know the title as of yet, but I'll be there. And then coming up on Wednesday, of course, over on my channel, episode number 69 of AAA. At 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. 5:30 p.m. Eastern and 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island. Tune in over on Polydub's channel for all the awesomenesses and jokes and dance and games. It's going to be a great time. Always is. And then, of course, on Friday is over on Sinatra's channel.
I'm gonna see if I can produce anything in the Weebo hot takes department, because I have a few things that might pique my interest, but nothing concrete, you know? A few things. Just to give you guys some, like, very brief 5-minute, 10-minute maximum, like, hot takes of my opinions. But I don't know. The last time I tried to do that, I lost, like, 1,000 subscribers. So it was my hot take about Kyle Rittenhouse.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, Serpent 21, good guess.
No, I was kidding. I don't care. If I lose subscribers, I lose subscribers. I'll tell you my opinion, regardless of that fact. Bitches! I actually just got a comment on that video.
The Kyle Rittenhouse one?
Yeah, 4 days ago, saying that he is a hero. And I'm like, that's the fucking point, okay? He might be a hero, he might not be. But the point is, don't call him that. You're martyring the poor boy, and he's a child! We shouldn't make children or martyrs out of children. That was my whole fucking point. But does anyone understand that? No, of course fucking not. Anyway, sorry. I'm not bitter about it. You're bitter about it. You can tell I'm a little bit intoxicated, Polly. It's best to do this before I get any more.
Well, yeah, when you're at that. Yeah, and you now looking at you after you've said it, yeah, you are rosy-cheeked and shouldered. It's
yes.
It's kind of adorable. So, you got Kennedy face working there. It's
well, I get rosy cheeks if I'm intoxicated, if I happen to have been in the sun for too long, which I was this weekend, if I am embarrassed, if I become impassioned about something. I'm just very flushed in the face. I'm very easy to read. I am a terrible liar. I can't fake shit for the life of me, which isn't how you know I'm being genuine, because I'm a terrible actress in that regard. I laugh nervously. It's horrible. I could never make it as an actual actress, person. And it's all the worse when I'm drunk.
Thespian.
Or tipsy. I could never be a thespian. Because I overreact. Or overact.
Yeah.
Weebo's face is like a mood ring. I'm a very vividly emotional person, physically, if that makes sense. A boyfriendo takes advantage of that because he messes with me a lot in that regard. Anyway, so
yep. So finish off your wine, get off to bed. And we're gonna wrap this motherfucker up, and there it is.
Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me this fine evening. We deeply appreciate all of your participations in that regard. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your scribbles, and your dislikes even, because those help with the algorithm.
Joke's on you.
Joke's on you. Thank you to those who donated to the word is show. Thank you to those who donated to the show. We deeply appreciate your donations. Yes, I know. I'm very far gone, Polly. Just ignore it and keep going.
Right.
Your donations are deeply appreciated. We will be here next week. Same time, same place, same Weebo face, same otter. The outro is different this time. And goodbye.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. Drink water, Weebo.